Welcome to the subject Database Management System. And today is 13th session and the topic is database languages. Students, you very well know we are in chapter number 2. Okay, that is database system concepts and architecture. And today we are going to consider database languages. Point number 1. Students, you very well know, okay, there are variety of users who use DBMS. We studied in case of end users, there are different kinds of end users like Navy end users, parametric end users, casual end users, so on. Point number 2. The DBMS must provide appropriate language and interface for each category of users. Students, you very well know, as each category of users have different level of knowledge, understanding. So hence, the language should be appropriate and the interface should be also appropriate so that they all can use database management system. Point number 3. In this section, we discuss the types of languages provided by DBMS and user categories that use them. Now, DBMS languages. Various DBMS languages are 1. Data definition language DDL, 2nd. Storage definition language SDL, 3rd. View definition language, that is VDL, 4th. Data manipulation language, that is DML, and which is structured query language SQL, which includes DDL, VDL and DML. First, we'll consider data definition language DDL. Once the design of database is complete and a DBMS is chosen to implement the database, the first step is to specify conceptual and internal schemas for the database and any mapping between these two. Point number 2. In many DBMS where no strict separation of levels is maintained, one language called data definition language DDL is used by the DBA and by database designers to define both schemas. Students, you very well know data definition language is, or data definition is basically task related to DBA, database administrator and database designer. Point number 3. The DBMS will have DDL compiler whose function is to process DDL statements in order to identify descriptions of the schema constructs and to store the schema description in the DBMS catalog. So there is a DDL compiler which will compile the DDL statements. Second, storage definition language. Point number 1. In the DBMS where a clear separation is maintained between the conceptual and internal levels, the DDL is used to specify the conceptual schema only. Another language called storage definition language, that is SDL, is used to specify the internal schema. Students, when there is clear separation between the two schemas, that is conceptual schema and internal schema, there are two languages. One is data definition language to deal with the conceptual schema and storage definition language to deal with the internal schema. Point number 2. The mappings between these two schemas may be specified in either one of these languages. So mapping, which is a transformation between two levels, can be done in any language, either could be in DDL or using SDL, storage definition language. Point number 3. In most relational DBMS today, there is no specific language that performs the role of SDL. Instead, internal schema is specified by the combination functions, parameters and specifications related to storage file. So student, today, okay, there is no role of SDL as a separate language. Third, view definition language, that is VDL. Point number 1. For the true 3 schema architecture, we would need to have a third language, the view definition language or VDL. Point number 2. VDL is used to specify user views and their mappings to the conceptual schema, but in most DBMS, the DDL is used to define both conceptual schema and external schema. Students, as there are 3 schemas, there should be 3 languages. So, for conceptual schema definitions, there is a DDL. For internal or physical schema, there is a SDL. And for external schema, there is a VDL. So, VDL is used to specify user views and their mappings to the conceptual schema. But if there is no VDL, then DDL is used to deal with conceptual schema and external schema. Point number 3. In relational DBMS, SQL is used in the role of VDL to define user or application views as a result of predefined queries. Fourth, data manipulation language, that is DML. Point number 1. Once the database schemas are compiled and the database is populated with data, users must have some means to manipulate the database. Students, once you construct the database, you have number of records in the database, that is you populate the database, then you should perform certain operations on this, or you should manipulate the database. Point number 2. Typical manipulations include retrieval, insertion, deletion and modification of the data. Point number 3. The DBMS provides a set of operations or a language called data manipulation language, DML, for this purpose. So students, to carry out various operations related to manipulation, the DML, data manipulation language, is available. Next, again continuing DBMS languages. In the current DBMS, that is database management system, DDL, VDL and DML languages are usually not considered distinct languages. Point number 2. Instead, rather, SQL, that is structured query language, a comprehensive integrated language, is used that includes constructs for conceptual schema definition, view definition and data manipulation. So, SQL includes conceptual schema definition, that is DDL, view definition, that is VDL, and data manipulation, that is DML. Point number 3. Storage definition is typically kept separate since it is used for defining physical storage structure to fine-tune the performance of the database system, which is usually done by the DBA staff. Students, okay, data storage SDL is a task related to DBA staff, so hence it is kept separate. Structured query language, SQL. Point number 1. A comprehensive database language is SQL relational database language, which represents combination of DDL, VDL and DML, as well as statements for constraints, specification, schema evaluation and many other features. Point number 2. So students, SDL was a component in early version of SQL, but has been removed from the language to keep it at conceptual and external levels only. Students, earlier storage definition language was component of SQL, but today SQL doesn't contain SDL. So SQL contains only conceptual schema and external schema related statements. Point number 3. Today SQL is equal to DDL plus VDL plus DML. So students, today we have considered various languages that relate to database management system. To begin with, we have understood what is DDL, that is data definition language, then SDL, that is storage definition language, then VDL, that is view definition language, then we have tried to understand what is data manipulation language, that is DML, and finally structured query language. Please write all these details in your notebook. I'll be sending PDF file of this. Questions follow. And see the video. If you do not understand anything, you can give me a call. Thank you.